I don't think game music has to defend itself as an art form. I think at this point, everyone who's involved with video games or play video games knows it's an art form. There was a time perhaps where we had to defend ourselves, but with everyone playing video games these days, everyone knows it's an art form. So that to me is how I feel about that. I think the whole game is an art form. I can see how some people might not be able to compute that, but if you play games if you play Assassin's Creed 2, how can you not say that's an art form? It's just, it speaks for itself. That's one of the biggest differences I think that happened, because it allows everyone to write and contribute music. I'm not saying everyone knows how to write music for video games, but it definitely allows anyone to attempt to write music for video games, because you don't have to know all this information anymore about how to fit the music into this tiny little chip, like a Commodore 64 or something. Hitman 1 became more and more cinematic, and so my music style had been becoming more and more cinematic, and then when Hitman 2 happened, I got the opportunity to mix that with the Hungarian radio choir and the Budapest Symphony Orchestra. So that was great fun. There is a big difference when you record it in a studio versus playing it live. For example, if you have a music piece and you can have let's say you have a frame drum and it's plays across the track like a music piece like City of Rome in Assassin's Creed, and where this frame drum is a big part of the track and it fills up a big hole, not a hole, but it fills up the track with nice percussion and nice little elements. But when you play it in an arena with a symphony orchestra and a choir, you can't have this percussion going on the frame drum and it fills up the track nicely, because you won't hear that. It's just not going to be audible. So you have to think about all these things, and you also have to make sure that all the instruments are used to their full potential. If I didn't use a lot of flutes or clarinets or something on a piece, but we have clarinets in the woodwind section, I want to make sure that we use the clarinets on this piece, even though they weren't there originally. I like all the musicians to be engaged in the music at all times. I think the smaller symphony hall is something for game music purists, who are really big fans. They know the music well. They're there to hear their favorite music performed in a beautiful acoustic setting. And then there is the arena kind of event, which is so great for, you bring your kids, or you bring someone who isn't necessarily know anything about video games, and it's like a spectacle, and it's like going to a rock concert. Well, I am a fan of musicians and their incredible skills. So I would go and see it in a smaller setting to be able to experience the quality of the workmanship that goes into performing a solo instrument or a string section, and be able to see all the players. You know, if I'm in an arena, I can't see everything, but I can see the screen. That's great as well. It's a different experience. So I do like both, but of course I have a preference, but that's just my personal.